Matt, I want to get your biggest takeaways from this game, Colorado, Georgia Tech, from your perspective as a Colorado alum seeing the game. For me, the biggest takeaways is seeing Colorado, after the first turnover, recovering the fumble, they leaned into the run game. You posted it on Twitter. Great first touchdown there. Good using Michael Welch. But after that, didn't really see that much. Multiple 3rd and 2, 4 and 1 where they're running, sprint out and different things that were like, what the hell? Then the clock management on the last drive, extremely concerning. Matt, go ahead. Biggest takeaways.
Losing games like this sucks when you feel like you should have won. But if we would have played to win like they did, we would have won.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they overcame 3 turnovers in the first quarter, and we got to stop acting like, look, we caused one of them. DJ caused one of them. The rain caused the other 2. So we didn't force 3 turnovers. We were gifted 2 of them, and it didn't work out. The 2 gifts were straight rescinded. Like Georgia Tech might as well just take them back. We didn't do anything with them.
Yeah.
DJ's pick, that was a forced turnover. But I feel like we didn't play to win the game. The kids played hard enough for us to win. The coaches coached hard enough for us to win. But I feel like in the crunch time situations, and it's very simple for me, there's about 8 to 10 plays in every game that determine whether or not you win or not. Everything else is filler. And getting to those 8 or 10 plays, right?
Yep.
Period. At least 3 times in the first half alone, and maybe less, but at least 3, in my opinion, and tell me if I'm wrong, we had the opportunity to go for it on 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 from the 50 going in, right? And didn't. We punted the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really care what happens after that. You can miss me with all that shit. I think that with the biggest offensive line in the Big 12 and the new commitment to running the football with a quarterback that can run, number one, that allows creativity on 4th down. You don't have to just do the tush push, which I was extremely worried about. We looked awful when we tried to do that twice. So
yes,
that was in the second half. We tried to do it and we were terrible at it. So I mean, we got the first down, but it's because he spun off and got hit. Like he got hit into the first, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I mean, all I'm saying is there's other ways to get a yard. But if you want to allow us to, even as a player, if the coach won't allow us to go try and get the yard at the 50,
Mm-hmm.
that's not playing to win. That's super conservative playing not to lose. I think that the team played really hard and really well enough to win, but didn't. They've got to learn from it this week. They've got to go just whip people's asses in the next 3 games. Like Delaware, I need to see a fucking 65-3 game against Delaware. Like, I don't want to see any struggles and shit. I want to be asleep in the second half. I want the backups to play. Like, I want you to get half of work. You feel me? Like the Wyoming game, they won 10-0 against Akron. We need to fucking hammer Wyoming.
Yep.
No offense to Wyoming. I love their program. I think they're awesome, but come on. And then Houston, you can't go on the road in the middle of those 2 home games that are both winnable and stub your toe in Houston. They're a much improved team.
Much improved. Well coached too.
I mean, they are going to be way better than they were last year. They are tough and they're going to play hard, and that's going to be a dogfight that we better not overlook. But the next 3 are must wins in order for this season to be successful, because that puts the BYU game as the most paramount game of the season at that point, right? So
sure.
I thought that we played not to lose, and that's why we lost. And I thought the score would be 27-20. I just thought it would be flipped.
Yeah,
I called the score, but it was unfortunately I thought CU would win 27-20. And honestly, when they got the ball back 20-20, I thought they were going to go down and score and put it away. And they had such a great opportunity, and they couldn't do it. So yes, there's so much to talk about in the game. Do I think we need to change offensive coordinators? No, not yet. Do I think that there needs to be a coming to Jesus on what the fuck we are doing? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The running backs, how many carries did the running backs have together?
So 29 carries overall, 13 of them were to Salter. So overall, the running backs actually got
scrambles.
Yes. So
I didn't see any like design quarterback runs for him. Did you?
I saw a couple, but most of them were him pulling it, running around. Yeah.
Yeah, the draw that they try and run. I know that I posted that. Maybe we can play that clip at some point. But it was blocked terribly. I think that the play call was okay, but it was just horrifically blocked in every way, shape, and form. I mean, it was terrible. So, and again, I'm really sorry if I'm offending like your cousin who plays the guard or something. Like, my bad. I know that this is really going to offend. Let me just get this out of the way. I'm really sorry that we're the first game of the season and I have to constructively criticize the University of Colorado coaching and players. I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart. And who the fuck am I, by the way? I'm just some fucking guy, right? Sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart on the fact that I am doing it. I'm sorry that I can't just come up here and just blow everybody and tickle everyone's nuts and scratch backs and give foot rubs. I'm really, really sorry. So I'm getting that out of the way. I'm sorry for all the prime sexuals I have been. I'm sorry for everybody that thinks I'm a racist. I'm sorry that for everything that's going to come. I am super fucking sorry. I'm just getting that out of the way so we can try and move forward amicably, and I can talk about the team and we can try and get better. All that said, there's just a commitment to running the football is what Georgia Tech did.
True.
That is committing to the run. Not like they had 3 turnovers early. Did they panic? No, they just doubled down on what they do.
That's true. And I'll be honest, Matt. I mean, outside of that first drive after they got the first turnover, French's first fumble recovery, outside of that, they didn't really run the ball much with those two turnovers, the fumble and then the pick. They didn't really run the ball. I saw a lot of going back to what we used to see discussing tunnel screens, stuff's out wide, throwing behind the line of scrimmage a lot, Matt.
What are you talking about, CU?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you have a kid who goes 11 carries for 70 yards and 6 yards a carry, and he only has 11 carries and he doesn't have any catches.
Welch, yeah, that's a
what do we? Why?
28 yards a carry.
Why doesn't Welch have 25 carries?
I don't know.
Why are we trying to put Caden Salter in Shador's offense?
Good question.
What are we doing? Like, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's 1 week. And I don't know if the next 3 weeks, I think Houston's going to be harder than we think.
I agree.
I don't know if the next 3 weeks are the best indicator on whether or not we're trying to improve it or not. But Delaware, can you just go run the ball 60 times at Delaware to prove to people that you can do it, even though it's against an FCS? Can you just prove to yourself you can do it? As an offensive lineman up there, aren't you tired of this shit already?
Oh, I'm pissed. I was pissed. I texted you after the 3rd and 2 where they ran a sprint. I was like, run the ball. I was live here.
Run the fucking ball.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
So Pat won't run the ball. Coach Prime won't be authoritative enough to force them to do it, obviously. Coach Falk just got there. I didn't see him yelling at anybody to run the fucking ball. The play calling on the 3rd and 4th down was awful. And even if it's a punt on 4th and 1, that's an awful play call. We're not punting from the 20. We're punting from the 50 in college football. Every time you have the ball 4th and 1 at the 50 in college football, you should go for it. Every fucking time. I don't care who you're going against or who you are, go for it. So I feel like we talked this huge game about wanting to run the ball. And then you look at the numbers and you're like, oh, they did run it. They had 146 yards rushing. But yes, they got better. Yes, there were chunk runs. They're not committed to it, though. Miss me with that. Come on. If they were committed to it, they would have like Coach Prime would have walked over and got on the phone on the headset with Pat and said, I don't care what you do, but we are running the fucking ball vertically. And then the way that Georgia Tech and Hayes King ran the ball vertically, don't we have Salter, who's supposed to be this dynamic running quarterback? Why are we not running the ball with Salter the way Georgia Tech ran the ball with Hayes King? You can't tell me you can't do it. That's just supposed to be his MO. Bro, Why are we not doing that? What are we doing? That's the offense we need to run with the personnel we have in order to be successful this year. I understand we have great receivers. The only way they're going to get the ball consistently is if we throw them open in play action situations, because Salter cannot fucking thread it like Shedeur can. We cannot do this the same way Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter and Horn and Wester did it. It cannot happen. They're all in the NFL on rosters for a reason. Like, the receiving core we have is incredibly good. I agree. I think Atkins can be a great weapon at tight end. He had a couple good catches. I'm saying the offense is not going to facilitate that unless they change some shit up and commit to the run game and get more creative with their motion patterns and get more creative with their play action and stop being so goddamn transparent that I can literally see through what you're doing. I didn't see any changes in the snap count variation. I'm sorry, but I need to see this kind of shit. And I don't understand why people have such a problem with it being said that they need to do. It's only going to help us win. It's going to maximize the personnel. It's going to help Coach Prime recruit. It's going to help Coach Prime coach. It's going to help in every facet, top to bottom, if they simply just do things the way that they say they want to do them. This isn't me saying it. How much did you hear that they're going to run the ball more and they're committed to it and blah, 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 blah. You had under 20 carries between your running back core.
Yeah.
Am I wrong when I say that?
No, you're 100% right.
Yeah,
Welch had the
Welch
most.
had 11.
Yep. Simeon Price
Pierce had like 4 carries, right?
Okay.
And somebody else
Taylor,
had 5.
Taylor had 1. They really just used him out of the back.
Taylor had 1, and he had a couple good catches. That kid can play.
Yeah.
But they got to find a way to get – I was watching Darren Sproul highlights just randomly. They got to find a way to get Taylor the ball because he's a straight Darren Sproles type.
Electric. Yep.
Especially in the screen game, the draw game. Again, where's your personnel package that just features him? Where I saw double pull counter with Seaton and Hill. That was awesome, and it really wasn't even blocked that great.
Yeah.
And it still popped. Why didn't that play get ran 15 times in the game? What the fuck? So I'm really sorry for criticizing, but I think we can do a lot better. And we've got to stop playing to lose or playing to try and be conservative. We got to play to win. I need you to go for it on 4th and down from 1. I'm shocked that Coach Prime and all the fucking Hall of Famers on that staff don't think it's a good idea or are scared to go for it on 4th and 1 from the 50 multiple times. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And that's not putting a lot of faith in your massive offensive line, which a guy in Jordan Seaton who graded out really well in the game, like the number 1 graded tackle in the country.
Yeah.
You've got Hill and Seaton, and we can't run behind them with Atkins. We don't have a personnel package that puts Atkins, Seaton, Hill, and who's the center? Because he's a big son of a bitch.
McGill.
Yeah, McGill. We can't, and then a fullback. We can't figure out a way to vertically get a yard with a running quarterback. Come on, dog. That's on coaching. It's on decision making. So again, if we keep playing not to lose, we're going to keep losing.